What's up, everybody? Lance coming to you again with 3 more obscure titles of things you should be watching instead of what's really happening in the world. Let's take our minds off of some of that crap. And today we're going to talk about some post-apocalyptic movies and shows that you should be watching because everybody thinks it's doom and gloom and the end of the world's coming anyways. So here's 3 things you should be watching post-apocalyptic special. Post-apocalyptic special. There you go. Number 1. The Book of Eli. This is in my top 10 of my favorite movies of all time, which that'll be another video I do. Top 10 best movies ever made. Book of Eli, though, check it out. Starring Denzel, Washington, Mila Kunis, and Gary Oldman. Awesome, awesome movie. Takes place in 2043 in what is assumed to be after a nuclear war. Denzel trying to get from coast to coast because he's got the last remaining copy of a Bible, and not a hugely religious movie, but there is some underlinings in what the Bible can do. Denzel Washington wants to preserve it. Gary Oldman wants to use it as a weapon. It's a really good movie to watch, and there's so many nuances and minor details in this movie. I swear, every time I watch it, I find something new that I didn't notice the first time around. You guys should definitely check it out. Denzel did most of his own stunts. He took martial arts training from Dan Inosanto, who was Bruce Lee's protege for Jeet Kune Do, and the guy lost 55 pounds to do his own stunts and stuff. So, awesome movie to watch. Check it out. Number 2 is Z Nation, and this is for all you zombie people out there. And some of you guys may have watched it, some of you guys may not have. Some of you guys are purely Walking Dead fans, and some of you are absolutely sick of The Walking Dead because it is dragged out for so freaking long, it takes forever to get through. Z Nation, though, was done by The Asylum. If you're not familiar with who The Asylum is, they are a production company that specializes in all of the crappy sci-fi movies on the Sci-Fi Channel. Mega Shark versus Giant Squid, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, and they also did the Sharknado movies, which, let's be honest, the Sharknado movies are awesome. I don't care what anybody says. They're so good, they're bad. Z Nation, though, is actually good. It's not so bad that it's good. It's actually pretty well written. It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end, like every show should have. It ran for 5 seasons, 68 episodes. There is some funny things about it. It never does take itself too seriously like The Walking Dead does, but for the most part, really well done, and done on a low budget. You know, in fact, in the first season alone, the cast and crew stayed in their own housing together to cut down on costs. Steve Beck, who plays Doc in the movie, actually stayed rent-free with a family in Spokane, Washington, where they were filming it, doing house chores and yard work for free rent. And quick note, Steve Beck also got to reprise his role in Sharknado 5, and Kalitta Smith, who was badass in this show, got to reprise her role in Sharknado 3. So there's a little bit of a tie-in there with the Sharknados. Obviously, they happened before the zombie apocalypse, but it is a great show, and like I said, it's good, but it never does take itself too seriously. I mean, zombie pot, zombie babies, but still really well written. You should definitely check it out. Great flick. Number 3 is Netflix special Daybreak. Guys, this show didn't even have a chance. Netflix did 10 episodes. They never gave it a shot. 1 season. But it's definitely worth the watch. It's pretty entertaining. End of the world virus wipes out all the adults in the world but leaves the teenagers fresh out of high school. And it's really fun to watch. Starring Mathew, Broderick. Filmed in Albuquerque, New Mexico, mostly done at the Cottonwood Mall, actually, down there. But that's like the main spot where everything takes place, is at the mall. Figure teenagers at the mall. But it's really well done. Unfortunately, it didn't get a second season. It was only 10 episodes long, but they did wrap it up good enough to not leave everybody hanging for a second season. They left it open that it could go to a second season, or the story was done as it is. But that's what it is. And unfortunately, they finished it out. Also, forgive me for the sunglasses today, fighting a little bit of a migraine, but they make me look cool anyways. But those are the 3 things you guys should be checking out for your post-apocalyptic special. Check them out. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Like, subscribe, and comment to the YouTube channel. And let me know if you've seen any of these things that we talked about, and I'll talk about them again in a future video. But until then, I'll see you at the next one.